Right, good evening. That was a few minutes of sorting that out. Apologies for that. Yeah, titles were wrong on the Facebook and YouTube page. Streamlabs wasn't doing what I thought it did, which is automatically updated, but I've probably done something wrong. Yeah, we seem to be working. We all seem to be working. So yeah, I'm just gonna play some Battlefield tonight. If you're a friend or around and you want to chat about or ask about something in philosophy, then do feel free to ask in the chat. And if not, I'm probably going to ramble a little bit whilst playing about some of the stuff I've been thinking around. So let's get on. I'm going to play some Breakthrough. And I am terrible. You don't expect to see anything particularly competent in terms of gameplay. This really is just a matter of me chilling out. But yeah, so it's a new game, this Battlefield 2042. I've played some of the Battlefields before, and I've been playing a little bit of Call of Duty recently. But I haven't really been streaming for the last month because things have been a bit difficult. Let me just check that things are still working all right. Right, just checking the sound. Okay, you seem to be all okay and good and all that kind of stuff. That's great. So yeah, as I say, if you have, if you want to have a question about philosophy, if you're part of the Free University Brighton, which is where I teach and where I organise, then that's great. I'm going to jump into this vehicle here, I think. Who's this? It's one of my team, one of my squad. I don't know if I can get rid of this entrance thing. So yeah, if you're interested in philosophy and you know what's going on or you want to ask anything, feel free to do that. Let's have a look. This map is I've been here a couple of times so far, and it just seems far too open, and you just get completely whacked. But then everyone just runs around like a blue ass, headless chicken. Everyone runs around a bit like a headless chicken, or at least I do. It seems to be. It's probably not. I'm sure it's super sophisticated, and everyone's got a plan. Apart from me. I'm not sure where the man's going here. Where are you going? Come on. We're going over there somewhere. So yeah, things have been a bit weird for the last month. Things have been a bit difficult since summer, actually. Family issues. My elderly, frail father, who I'm kind of estranged from, don't really... He's not been well, and that's taken up a lot of time and emotional energy. And then 3 weeks ago, I got knocked off my motorbike. Nothing terrible, doing about 40 miles an hour, and someone... Let's get some of these down. Whoa, that's not good. So yeah, I got knocked off my motorbike, and that was a bit of a, it was a bit of a shock, obviously, and a bit of an injury. So yes, it's been a bit of recovery, and it's meant that I haven't really streamed for a month, and I haven't really been able to do an awful lot. It's all a bit complicated, loads of forms and visits to people and all sorts of other, all sorts of other ramifications from insurance agencies and God knows what else. Is he still driving? Yeah. So yeah, it's generally been a bit of a mad month. I can see someone over there. I'm pretty sure I saw someone down there. Can't see anything on the mini map. Can't quite get them. Let's try and just put some... What the hell? Oh, I see. Our man is trying to take some cover. Let's see if we can get him over there. I could see him jumping about. Can't quite get to see them. Oops, that's one of ours. Crapper now. He's up there. We can see him. Come on. Yeah, we got someone there. What the hell? I don't know. How are we doing? Oh, been jammed, been jammed. Yeah, move over there, that's a good idea. Ooh. Sorry, a bit caught up here. What are we doing? He's trying to get around the side. Come on, let's flank him a little bit. 200. Seem to need an awful lot of lead on these. Damn, 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 damn. We can't move. Whoop. Yeah, hardly surprising. Too far. Oh, we got some though. We got some. Territory captured. 100 XP. Come on. Z, get us down. Where are we? Get into some cover. Oh, I think my graphic settings need adjusting because I think I need to adjust that graphic setting I had earlier. It's because I changed up my field of view to make it bigger. And I think it's chewing up my... I wonder if I can alter that. Let's wait till I get... Yeah. Let's see if I can... See if we can do that now. Well, graphics, display... Let's take that down to... Let's try 70. Still a bit choppy. Maybe it won't do it until I reload. Let's restore the default on that. Because it was going fine. Was fine. Oops. Didn't want to go back. No, it's going to block it up. Right. Also, I'm streaming. This is the first time I'm trying to stream this game, so it might be that it's just the PC is a bit bollooped. Yeah, can't see a thing. Oh, he's up there. Go on, give us a revive. Yeah, definitely a bit slow. Where did he go? Whoa. Oh Christ, I'm still alive. Just didn't even notice. Just push it onto an auto reload. Is we on here? Go on, give us a revive. This is quite a bonky battle. That's quite good. No, not going to get that revive. Okie dokie. That's the drone. Let's do it. Redeploy on it. Up, down. Got him just as a... Just spot them. Oh my god. Whoa! I was going to say, that didn't look very good. So let's find the squad, deploy on them. Oh good, yeah, push them back, push them back. Yeah, this definitely seems a bit, I'm not sure exactly, I wonder what the... God dear. The hell? Attack the final sector. So yeah, I've been, as I say, had a month or so of like quite difficult time, and I've been just trying to get back into the project, the Freudian Spaceship project, which is the work I'm doing with Eric Harper, in which we're trying to develop what we call a Freudian schizoanalysis. And so I did a load of work on that in terms of courses, a course for a course for the Free University of Brighton, where we looked through the first part of the book that we kind of finished. A section called "Let's move down the hill, move down the hill, move down the hill, get down the hill. Let's get out of cover." Oh. Yeah, this frame rate's terrible. Also, see that? I don't know. There we are. There, that definitely is. Damn it. That definitely is an enemy. Let's get the other one in. Can't see a damn thing. Oh my god, let's add smoke. So yeah, so I'm trying to get back into the project. We have the first chunk done. We've had quite a lot of feedback, and I've written a whole like another 25,000 words as a kind of introduction that is you know, that were the kind of lecture notes for the course, and I keep returning. It was interesting when I was doing it today. I keep returning to this sense of scale, this idea of scale, and the right scale at which something works. Let's try and back these people up over here. System shut down. Someone's... Yeah, this frame rate's awful. I'm going to have to do something in a bit. Oh. Let's get to some cover through this. Oh, look, there, they're in there. They're in there. Yeah, this sense of scale. Now, I mean, the scale issue, I mean, in some sense, it arises from talking that we find in Deleuze and Guattari about molar and molecular, which is a little bit. Yeah, it's quite a common kind of. Why is it jumping around so much? It should not be. Damn it. Don't think I'm going to get one over here. Don't think I'm going to get a revive here. Oh. Maybe. Excellent. What the hell was... Oh, it's those bloody helicopters. Very good. Yeah, night bird. Revive your teammates. It's always good. Saves us a reinforcement, I believe. Yeah, what's that little there's a little icon up there, isn't there? Frame rate. Yeah, what's that icon? The little yellow squares up. Where are we? Just above me. You can see those little yellow squares there. I think there's something naffed. It'd be vaguely interesting if this is my stream, because it's, you know, if it's the streaming thing doing it. So yeah, this sense of scale, the scale at which a concept works, or the scale at which, you know, an understanding or a solution, or you know. So, you know, there's a certain scale at which we are a person, and then there's a scale at which we're a statistic. There's a kind of move both in Heidegger's introduction to metaphysics and in so I'm just going to check. I'm going to go onto the vehicle here, and in Nietzsche, where they have an exercise that derives in. It's very similar in some ways to an exercise by Marcus Aurelius, I believe, but it's an exercise in which you imagine yourself somehow like in space, or in a kind of. Oh, too quick, mate! Too quick. You imagine yourself like from a you know, looking at the world from a perspective that's you know, much higher than normal, in which we look like, I think Nietzsche describes it, in which we look like ants, or you know, I think Heidegger's description, I can't quite remember. But you know, the idea being, you know, if you see it with what space astronauts talk about when they go up and they look at the Earth, and the sort of particular sort of scale in which the Earth appears to them at that point transforms it as a concept, as a kind of reality. Whoops. Were you in there? And we know this from microscopes. You know, there's microscopes occur in the sort of relatively, well, I suppose in the height of the Enlightenment, and it transforms what we think's alive. You know, so things that we previously thought were kind of flat, dead, you know, surfaces that were lifeless now appear to be teeming. Jesus Christ. Bloody well. Hit the damn thing. Now appear to be teaming. Oh, let's have him. Yeah, we're hitting you, but I can't get any higher. No, can't get any higher. And so this scale... So there's certain things that are, you know, kind of arise from this. You know, what scale, for example, do we think of a the Apache War Chief goddess? At what scale do we think of the concept of a mind taking place? What do I mean by that? I suppose, the fear of an AI. You know, some sort of super intelligence that gets access to the internet and, you know, has complete and utter capacity to understand everything happening all the time. One of the things that's kind of scary about that is that it transforms the scale at which the human mind intelligence is operating, and it kind of gives it this omniscience, this omnipresence, this sort of spread and size that is terrifying, I suppose, particularly, you know, in terms of like, you know, something that you're unfamiliar with. So there's something very interesting, I think, about this relationship to scale, and I don't think, you know, Deleuze and Guattari talk about the molar and the molecular. I don't think that's quite enough, because they're talking about, and the molar for them is the kind of the stuff that we encounter through things like statistics. So, you know, demographics, for example, are a molar phenomenon. Epidemics are a kind of molar phenomenon, and the molecular is something that kind of occurs, well, at the level of the molecular, at the level of you know, underneath us, underneath the individual, as it were. And the subject for sort of Deleuze and Guattari occurs somewhere in between. You know, maybe it's kind of it's. Oops! Oh my God! Gotcha. Ah! Somebody else was in there. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to reboot the game after this one. See whether we can get something else. Defeat. Squad plays 6 out of 38. Assists 60, kills 57. Not too bad. Although that was because I was, you know, in a vehicle a lot. I felt I can get them in the vehicle. So yeah, the scale at which something takes place. I mean, it's very difficult for us to think, I suppose, for me anyway. And I think it's fairly widespread, but to think of a population, like, you know, of a country, let's say, in which each member has its face. You know, there's a you know, if I meet an individual, the scale of my relationship to the human there is quite distinct from when I read about, you know, the deaths in the pandemic. And obviously, this shift seems like, well, we're just talking about numbers on the one hand, and we're talking about people on the other, but in both cases we're talking about people, in both cases we're talking about humans. It's very easy for us to forget this when we sort of move out of a scale that's not our average everyday relationship to the human. Oh yeah, good, that's good, we'll repair that, we'll have that, and we'll also equip that. Yep, that's good. Skip to the lobby. I'm going to reboot my game, I think. So let me just put me back on that. Gonna reboot the game and see whether it'll whether it will, you know, come back up a bit better. Well, while I'm doing that, I'm just gonna also top up my little whiskey. Why, back again. I'm kind of wondering whether this will make a difference. I have a little bit of whiskey. My daughter's boyfriend got a couple of cheap bottles of Gentleman Jack from he was kind enough to give me one of them, which is nice. It is nice. So yeah, this sense of scale. Let's talk about that. Oh, excellent. We seem to be back. Let's come back over. Yes, good. Let's pop us back onto the live scene, and we'll see where we're at. We're going to go back into. I don't like that conquest mode at the moment. So let's see whether we can. Cancel that, it's not what I wanted to do. Oh yes, that's what I wanted to do. So one of the things we talk about inside the Freudian Spaceship project, and me and Eric talk about, is what we call the threefold. So we're trying to think about the world and about human subjectivity and about, you know, the context in which we live, how we deal with stuff around us. We're trying to think about it in terms of this thing that we call the threefold, and we describe this as the one-to-one, the group, and the community. And we think that these kind of three different modes need to be thought almost like as it were together. You know, they need to be kind of, if you're trying to think about someone's psychic crisis, I mean, Eric's a psychoanalyst, so if you're trying to think about someone's, like, you know, traumatic relationship, you know, trauma that they're dealing with, maybe in analysis, then it's not just enough to think about the sort of relations they have both with the therapist and with themselves, in a sense, you know, the one-to-one, the specific kind of thing, you know, relationships they might have. This has not helped my frame rate at all. So I wonder if this is. Yeah. I think this might be the stream. It's a bit unfortunate. So yeah, we try and think about it, that, you know, but in terms of those one-to-one. Damn. Yeah, that's too slow. Yeah, unfortunately, mate, the one that shot me just got you. Let's move up. So yeah, it's important to think about the person's relationship with the analyst, their transference, in other words, the kind of way in which they bring past relationships into the situation, and the way in which the analyst also does that. Those are kind of one-to-one relations, I suppose, in some ways. But it's also important to think about, the group that they're working with, the kind of groups that they're in. If it's an addict, for example, then the kind of communities, or the groups rather, that they're working with themselves, that they live with. Do they live with a family? Do they live with other addicts? Do they live with people who are supportive or, unhelpful, let's say? I think he's dead. Let's move along. Whoa. This actually seems a little bit more coordinated than usual. I do prefer the breakthrough mode though than the conquest mode. It does seem to force people into a little bit of coordination. I'm pretty sure I just saw a vehicle over there. Oh my god, yeah, there I did. Yeah, good. You don't like those, they kill us quickly. Should we see if we got it in the tank? Anyone? Oh, yep. I'm the spotter, okay. I don't mind doing a bit of spotting. Well, if we could spot anything there, that would be good. So yeah, you think about like those particular relationships of transference, one-to-one relationships, we might say, and you might think about the relationships of the group in which someone's living, and you might think about the relationships of the community, the kind of traditions, cultural traditions, all those kind of things. And there's a whole bunch of different stuff that's going on at different scales inside that person's relationship to their trauma. It's not simply enough for an analyst, as it were, to, deal with the individual, because what does that mean? Deal with the individual at what scale? Whereabouts is this individual located? Are they located in their head? Are they located in their history, their past history, their familial relationships? Are they located in their family? Are they located in their living sort of situations? Or they're located in their history? They're located in all of these at the same time. And some of those might be massively more, let's try this one, massively more determining of their situation. So there's my squad, so why don't I try and at least get near the greens, because they will at least, oh, here he is. Oh, don't drop off now. I was just... Yeah, okay. Oh, it's the bloody helicopter again. Okay, we'll spawn on you. So that's part of the scale thing. Being able to maintain a kind of intimacy of, what's that? Let's pick this up and try this. I can see that they're gonna... Oh! Well, at least he died afterwards, but he was better than me. I think I'm going to have to... Yeah, I think I'm going to have to redeploy. Ooh. Why are they infinite? Have they run out? Okay, let's deploy on him. But yeah, it's a pity that this I think I'm gonna have to switch the stream off and see whether this makes a big difference, which will be a pity. Maybe I won't be playing Battlefield on the stream. Alright then, let's do that. Right, I will be back at some point. I'm going to try and start streaming a bit more regularly again and get settled into it, but it's been a few weeks since I've been doing it, so everything's a little bit rusty, but I'm gonna say goodbye for now and hook up at some point later. So thank you very much and catch you later.